Welcome back. We cannot wait to watch the second game of Liquid versus OG, and I'm assuming you guys are feeling the same because that first game was amazing.
And neither can Cinderin, because he didn't win his first game, so he's having to wait, so he's probably watching the stream. Hi, Sin! Anyway.
This is Lizard, this is ODPixel, I'm Sheever, and we are ready for game 2. Radiant is going for OG is going for Radiant rather, and we are about to enter the draft. Now, to be fair... Was the draft the problem?
10 seconds.
Partly.
Yeah,
definitely on Liquid's side.
Yeah, I think Liquid, as we praised, you know, the
magnificent draft, the reaction.
The reaction to it, yeah.
Complete reaction to OG's draft, and
it's because I mean when you're Liquid and you open with 3 bans and you're not banning the Magnus, you know that OG's going to pick the Magnus, so you've got a strat and plan, and Liquid did exactly that. Now the question is, obviously they've left it in again. Do OG try and play the Magnus lineup again, where we've obviously seen Liquid? They have a plan if you want to do Magnus. So do you do it again, or do we see OG try something different? Maybe something a little more unique, and it's try and catch Liquid off guard the same way they caught Alliance off guard in the first series with the first game, where they did something different.
They did ban out Nature's Prophet this time.
If you do go for that Magnus, I think you have to ban out something like
I think you banned the Wyvern.
Wyvern.
The Wyvern was just so good.
Problem. You're banning out Wyvern.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be hard. That's the thing with these two teams. It's always going to be very difficult to stop them getting good drafts. Like both of these teams are going to get smash drafts. And ET, beautiful start off for Mr. GH.
Indeed.
Oh, cool, right? We'll see which.
Offlane, ET. I mean, it's going to be position 4, but most likely it's going to be offlane. It doesn't have to be though. These teams are like just
10 seconds remaining.
Oh, let's see. So OG now having the chance to get this combo. They've got this second and third pick overall, and it's going to be an edge.
New.
Can you dispel Elder Titan's stack?
Nah, I don't.
Can't. Can you?
Is that dispellable? Maybe, I mean, because you don't see many heroes with early game offensive purges, and like
it's a strong
Ancient.
dispel on Ench, so
Yeah. Is it dispellable? The damage? I think it. Maybe it. We'll see.
Twitch chat, we know
We're
that,
testing. We know. We know the answers.
We'll
but
tell you in game what our answer is.
When it actually happens and we see it, we'll tell it then. Not because that's when we're going to find out, but because that's when we're going to tell you if you can dispel that.
I mean, I'm basically asking this because Enchantress came back into the meta basically because of that strong dispel.
Yeah.
You have Enchantress that counters Darkseer, and I don't see why it shouldn't counter Elder.
I mean, is it that stressful? When you see an Ench in the first 2, you just can't consider Darkseer at all, you think, if you're Liquid?
I mean, you can consider it, but it's difficult. It's like playing versus Oracle.
Yeah.
So it's not... I don't think it's as strong as Oracle of a counter, but the hero does better maybe.
10 seconds
overall.
No, we've seen some good success. I mean, teams like Na'Vi loves it. Na'Vi's very good at playing the Enchantress. And they definitely seem to have touched upon something, because it was forcing teams to change the drafts around it. And as we're seeing with this first pick, OG as well, recognizing that Ench can very much be playable now with those changes.
I mean, Doom, a few patches ago, used to be a counter to Ench, but that Ench that would take creeps and rotate around, you would basically follow her, eat her creeps.
Yep.
But right now, Doom is more like a hero for himself, on himself.
And it's just this off-laner that gets insanely farmed.
Yeah. One of those heroes that utilizes that farm really well, gets those utility items as soon as possible, the Vlads, the Crimsons, what you really need.
Yeah. And as we say, interesting note, so this is a game where Magnus was left in and OG do not get it in the first 2, and I think that maybe we'll still see them pick it later on if they feel like Liquid don't have space in their draft to sort of pick these Wyverns and Abaddons. But we'll see how they do decide to
They do ban out the PA.
They ban out the PA indeed.
Which is surprising, because normally the PA is only in combination with Magnus.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
5 seconds
I guess by banning the PA, why they would sort of ban that when the Magnus is still there, because we'll see. I mean, Liquid, I think at the end of the day they're feeling confident after that game 1. They know that as long as they sort of get rid of these RNG heroes, a PA and sort of a stray crit can mean the difference between a win and a loss, and they don't want to risk OG having their hands on it. So next up, here we go. The ban on Crimstroke. You've seen the Doom Doom Grimstroke, as we've seen from teams already today, can be a deadly combo.
By the way, look at this.
Oh, I can hear you now.
You can hear me?
Yeah, this is awesome.
Wait, you couldn't hear me before.
No, because if I now I can tell you that
I-
Tiny is supposed to be on the board.
I feel so
Tiny?
special now with this new microphone. But I have to
It
hold
looks
the
like
microphone.
it looks like you're
Very
adding karaoke. Karaoke.
I feel like... No, but did you watch Super Bowl yesterday?
Yes,
I mean,
a little bit.
I didn't.
NA Sport, no.
No.
Didn't it's
You were
NA
sitting
it's
next
NA?
to me when we were watching.
We were playing Party together.
yeah,
we
we were
weren't
playing Dota
watching it.
too.
All right,
Yeah.
Tiny is on Radiant. Most likely going to be that. Well, why did you put Tench offlane? I mean, it can be, sure, but
don't
then we'll
know.
put Tiny here and we'll figure it out. I feel so official with this microphone.
Yeah, it feels
It's
like, you're
it's
doing some sort of
I'm a real host
presentation.
or something. It's a
Yeah.
presentation, yeah. So we're going to see this Tiny here on the safe lane and Enchantress on the offlane, most likely, but,
But
not
everybody in
necessarily.
the Super Bowl, every panel had that.
That's what I wanted to say. Every
They
panel
were
has a mic.
wired microphones though. They couldn't even leave.
Well, we can't
I have
afford.
doubled the microphone, by the way. Look.
Look at that. For stereo.
Fancy.
Hi, chat.
Let's see.
All right, we got Grimstroke banned, Razor banned, some cores removed. I'm surprised Terrorblade's still in the pool. I mean, just in case, that was a scary Miracle Terrorblade.
TB, definitely be a temptation for Liquid again.
I like that Grimstroke ban because of the Doom.
Yeah, it's so
you,
strong.
You can't really risk to have a double Doom on their side. So the Grimstroke makes a lot of sense to be banned out. The Razor ban, though, however, Team Liquid, they want Viper again, or they're baiting out that they want Viper. Because they banned out the Razor the last game, and they instantly got that Viper. It's basically, there aren't many counters to the Viper. Is there anything that counters the Viper?
So who
besides
are you
Razor?
thinking of banning out if you're OG? Like, what's the thought process? They're taking their time. Oh, they
Tinker.
go for the Tinker.
I mean, Liquid's played it already once today, and
Oh, yeah.
Tinker out of Titan can be incredibly obnoxious
Yeah.
with that boost to the magic damage, with the resistance being taken down
on
by
top of
natural
that-
order. And it just blows up an inch.
Yeah.
These sort of squishy heroes that just don't stand a chance against a late game Tinker
10
can very easily get
seconds
deleted off the map.
Other Titan as well with the natural order.
Yeah,
With
so good.
he gives
5
vision
seconds
as well. There's
remaining.
that. It's a problem.
Yeah, that means that it is time for OG to pick. And again, Liquid has not used any of their bonus time. OG only has 30 seconds left there, and they go for the troll
Go
at the
with
end.
the troll. I mean,
mean,
you go
they
with the
could go
troll.
as a troll Magnus.
You didn't ban Terrorblade. You go for the troll, and now there's an option for you to get that Magnus as well.
I was going to say, it is without the Magnus, so I wonder if they... I mean, surely,
It's not
like...
banned.
surely you want the Magnus with it. I guess you know that Liquid are very unlikely to pick the Magnus, so they probably are going to be able to have the opportunity to pick it up for OG. But then Liquid, if they see that troll, they can already start maybe preparing in their mind for ways of dealing with that Magnus again. They could absolutely still slot in a Winter Wyvern, for instance, into this draft.
They can. They opened out their position 5. Their position 5 is still not picked.
Yeah.
Liquid can definitely get the Wyvern if you go for a Magnus with the troll.
I guess obviously OG with the Ench opening and the Tiny, the Cold Embrace, you're still going to have pure damage, magical to kill people through it, but that's the thing. It's going to take a while to really be that effective, as you do assume that the Ench and probably the Tiny are the two supports rather than the cores here on OG. But we'll see. We'll see what Liquid do. Witch Doctor.
All right, a hero that we haven't really seen in Europe played a lot, not even in CIS has it been played a lot, but in SEA, right? Like
Yeah, we saw it a couple times, but only in
SEA, yeah.
SEA, yeah.
And Witch Doctor is definitely all right, because basically what they did to Witch Doctor is they nerfed him completely. They made his Maledict 50 seconds cooldown, and then they reverted
So like,
back
hang
to
on.
like, hang on.
Hang on, that was
we
a
don't
little
want
bad.
to do that, yeah. That was a mistake. Let's revert it back and let's make it even better. So Witch Doctor is definitely all right. He also used to be a counter to the Ench pick. So, yeah. This is a draft like from Team Liquid, Doom and Witch Doctor. It's basically how you would completely destroy Enchantress in the laning stage. You have Doom on one side, he can devour the creep. You have Witch Doctor on the other with the cask. And, all right, Darkseer.
Darkseer, so no Magnus.
Witch
No
Doctor
Magnus
is
so far
decide.
today, and with that Darkseer pick, very unlikely to see a Magnus fit in anywhere. So they're going to try the troll without the Magnus, and by decision. They feel that you know, Liquid could deal with a Magnus that well. They don't want to go for it again. It's just interesting to see. Most other teams around the world would not pass up a chance to have the Magnus with the Troll. But OG will. OG will. So Liquid, question is, do they want to still consider just taking the Terrorblade again? It is very good. It's perfect with the Witch Doctor 2. Metamorphosis and Maledict can be some very easy kills early on. But we'll see. We'll see. As I just feel it's going to be like they don't have Magnus, but they're picking Troll. So
I mean, the hero is still alright.
It's still,
you can go for Battle Fury. Why not? Like it's an option. My question is like, how do you respond as Liquid? Lifestealer. I mean, not really the perfect response to a Troll, honestly. Is it? Like,
I mean, I guess with sort of the build that Matthew goes with the Radiant Solar Crest, it's quite nice. You know, that at least it works. But as you say, it's not something that you would normally assume that the Troll is going to have strengths against the Lifestealer.
And he does have strengths. So overall, that OG third pick Troll is actually fantastic. Honestly, it's next level drafts from these two teams. I love it because you're denying them the opportunity to pick TB, right? It's not really great. And what's left? Jug? Like, Jug isn't great. You only slash the Troll, he just pops his ulti as well and turns on you. And the Lifestealer, these heroes that are in the meta do not necessarily do very well versus Troll, and they force them into a Lifestealer pick. Very well played so far by OG. There's
a Pugna ban. OG is going to have the last pick for, I'm assuming for Thompson, unless there's going to be some swaps there around. What type of mids do we need? Like,
10 seconds
they need a Thompson mid.
I mean,
that's about it. Just pick one of his heroes and let him loose.
Like, so what are the big ones left for him?
Well, there's Monkey, right?
Monkey is still there. Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Can we even talk about Invoker? Is that still a thing? Invoker mid
against the Lifestealer and it's hard, isn't it?
I mean, overall, I'm just naming his heroes. That's all.
Thinking what Thompson likes to roll with.
Zeus, but there's a Lifestealer.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you're looking at this Lifestealer and want to waste it.
Just in case they're thinking about picking.
Yeah. They want to just have all their options open.
It's an interesting to see both of these teams ignore the OD. You know, the OD is there.
OD would actually be so good for Liquid as well. You use that Astral on Troll when he goes ham. You just wait for him to calm down and then you.
You know what could be really good for Liquid? What about the Puck?
I mean, now that you talk about OD, Puck makes more sense as well. For Liquid as well, Puck would allow Lifestealer. Shadow. All right.
Okay, they're going to try this SF. We've seen very mixed results from this hero.
But there's a couple typical Shadow Fiend counters still in the pool, though. Like, you can pick TA.
Yeah, I think OG... Well, Thompson TA is not something he really does he?
I mean, surely he can play TA. Every mid player can play TA. That's should be able to.
Just don't feel very Thompson-y.
Sure.
Not very Thompson.
Not very Thompson. A little too normal.
I think they're still going to go for for one of his heroes, and that's it.
Maybe he's Monkey King still.
No, Monkey is banned.
Oh yeah, sorry, it was. Yeah, we're blind. That's a Thompson-y hero. That's a Thompson-y.
This is definitely a Thompson-y hero.
And that also is making that Pugna ban.
But if it is a Thompson-y hero...
Yeah, it is. He plays
but no, but I'm saying if it is, you're picking a core Scarf against a Lifestealer.
You're picking a core Lifestealer versus a Shadow Fiend. The Lifestealer, you have Troll to deal with. So your little guy here, Troll, deals with the Lifestealer,
while your Shadow
messes with the SF. Yeah, deals with the SF. And Skyrat should crush SF on the lane. That's how it should happen, at least. It doesn't always necessarily happen.
But surely the SF's going to get some help mid.
SF is going to get help from the jungle camps. That's what he's going to get help from. Just run into the jungle, farm it, just forget about mid lane and that Skyrat. That's about it.
Who's going to take this one?
I mean, for me, I appreciate, as you say, you know, Scarf's going to have strengths in the lane and such, but down the line, we're just going to see this Scarf, I'm sure, get like 2-shot by the Lifestealer. Like, I don't know if that's going to work out, so I've got to go with Liquid. I think OG might have Thompson themselves out of this game with that pick. I don't believe in it. I don't believe in it.
They
out-Thompson themselves.
Yep. I mean, I agree with you to some extent, but for the sake of, I don't know, diversity and hope to see the third game, I'm going to go with OG. I just want to have full series. The first match has been so amazing. That's it.
You know, I can. Do we want to have Owen even further ahead in loading?
Just go with Owen. We
No,
don't want
I'm
to.
going for OG. I'm going for OG as well. I was thinking OG previous game. I'm thinking OG still.
OD the prophet. He's gonna be
We'll
so
see.
ahead.
I mean, as I say, you know, maybe they do something crazy. They've gone for something a little bit more of the magical OG way. Topson Scarif, can he win a game against a safe lane lifestealer? This lifestealer late game is not going to give a damn. Matu's going to get Radiance, Manta or something, and
He has to get that Manta though.
he does have to get it. Maybe if they start and get the ball rolling really early on and Matu doesn't get his items, we are going to see him get insta-silence by the Ancient Seal and just die.
Look at that crown on his head. Overall though, Lifestealer shouldn't have too many problems versus Jerax and Seb, especially if the Tiny is around. He just feasts on him. However, at the same time, 2 Iron Shells, Tiny with the 3, like they definitely do damage you quite hard.
They do.
And one of those games as well where the Darkseer, they said the vacuum, there's not really any follow-up. Avalanche, that's it, right? Vacuum into Avalanche.
Yeah, you don't really
There's
have
no
anything.
there's no team fight other than the Darkseer.
Yeah, stop ruining my prediction. They're gonna
I'm just
vacuum into Enchanted Creep, Typhoon, Tornado. They'll do something.
Yeah.
Skyrats, something, I don't know.
So the thing that sort of for me is working best for OG is the fact that Liquid have an SF, and this hero seems very hit or miss. Now, we've seen so many times this hero get run over. So maybe that will happen this game, but we'll see. We'll see how well Liquid can run with the SF, and if indeed, as I predict, Matumba Man's going to have a pretty free game.
Matumba Man might have a free game, but that SF, he's going to need some help.
He could get punished.
Yeah, I think GH at the moment might need some help. Nah, he's okay. He's fine.
Mind control, going to waltz in, jump on a creep.
Getting slowed down there.
They're going to have another slow in 5 seconds, but they're going to let him go.
Doesn't want to miss the creep wave under the tower.
Yep.
LTW chasing a kill that they might not get.
It's me wasting some regen for mind control.
And we'll see how much pressure Seb can put on this top lane, especially if these lanes stay like this. We'll see if either side do want to try and switch things around if they're both content with the position of the lanes. As mind control getting chased quite a lot. Does have the back of a GH around.
I don't think
GH punches hard right now.
Yeah, he does. But what? Why? He has plus 39 damage. All right, he does. I don't think you even want that creep camp if you're Enchantress. You don't want to enchant creeps. All right, he's going to enchant 1 creep. But I mean, you have the Elder Titan to just benefit from the stacks, and you also have Doom that's always going to devour, so...
Seb is just going to start cutting the creep wave. And, I mean, I don't think Matu minds too much about this. He is going to be able to hold the lane.
Unless Jerax just messes with him, because Jerax can be a hero that just moves to him and denies everything away from him, even under the tower. That tree always allows you to deny the first wave.
Bottom lane, RTW farming all right for now, 9 for 4. And of course, mind control. He has been sort of running around that area of the jungle, so him himself hasn't really started hitting the creeps as of yet. So,
Are we expecting that Tiny to move bottom? Because right now they're 2 versus 1 top. Can they really slow down Matu? Is that really worth it?
No, he has 10 CS already, so far they haven't really been able. Topson mid.
very far is there.
He can kill him.
Does he have enough? Oh no, the first
He's run out of
blood is
mana.
actually bottom with no tail killing GH, but mid lane is pretty explosive as well, and top.
Does Topson actually have any regen as well? Because he was totally out of mana.
He was out of mana. He has a mango.
Has a mango, but he needs to drop everything to take
get the most out of it.
Yeah,
but I mean, this is not great for Topson. You say this middle lane. If you see the first few waves going this way in CS, where the SF is not just even but slightly ahead,
Yeah,
that's
slightly ahead. This isn't something.
no. And now they're going to kill him. Rotation from Kuroki comes in. This mid lane it's already looking like a bit of an early disaster for the mid sky.
Yeah, this is a problem. When you do draft that Skyrat, you always expect him to win that lane. If he doesn't,
especially against the SF.
Yeah, but right now, that's free region. He wanted that. It stops.
I guess. Yeah, you're right. I think Miracle just got some regen shipped out to himself as well, at least.
Chance is taking a beating here. But GH has to be careful, actually.
Giving a creep as
The
well.
Whirling Axe is out.
GH died earlier as well.
Kuro is here.
Jarex is here as well.
Trying to turn things around, and in fact, getting on top of Kuro, looks like they should be able to. The Stomp will come out for GH, but does not save Kuro. Kuro will fall. GH getting back in there with the punches onto No-Tail. Not quite enough to finish him off. Mind control. Pops out another shockwave. 5 HP goes down to.
HP, yeah.
And now, with him surviving, he can turn and try and get another right click. He's popped a Mango, I believe. He gets another enchant off, but another shockwave. Ooh.
That was so close.
They
will get him.
Kill on mind control as well. The tips all around. That was pretty clutch for No-Tail, but he lives.
That shockwave, shockwave's range is insane, by the way. So you have to be careful wherever you are. It can connect. Sadly, it did not for mind control.
Again on that mid lane, just sort of the little presence of Kuroki TPing in, just making sure Topson has to walk away from another wave of creeps, slowing him down. Miracle's going to be able to head top, pick up a double damage rune.
Yeah, if that lane wasn't already tough for Topson, it's going to get even more tough now.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
If you want to roll a core Skyrat, you need to win that lane. If you aren't winning that lane, you're not going to pressure it so much that the Miracle has to leave to the jungle, and then you can rotate around. That's the problem. If he's not rotating, like, you have to stay mid, and you won't have any impact after the laning stage because of it. Oh, he has sticks. Yeah, Topson can't commit here.
Yeah, Miracle's trying to outplay him here with
He's
the sticks.
baiting him, yeah.
Yeah. And again, I'm sure Topson, he's done a bit of damage, but he's a lot of mana.
Here we go,
Jarex. He can toss him to the tower, perhaps.
It doesn't need to.
Doesn't need to. He can just toss him up and kill him.
A very, very important gank there. They need everything they can to sort of slow down this start that Miracle has.
He stole that top rune, gonna take another one, so at least they get the top bounties. He committed a lot into region though, bottle and arcane boots. That's gonna slow his whatever he opts to go for, possibly Dominator.
And that's getting the trap onto GH and Chant as well. They are going to move RTW away from that bottom lane to try and attempt to kill onto GH. GH has the back of a mind control. We can go in and give a slam the blade down onto RTW if he gets a little too hairy.
Yeah, no
will not be
RNG
needed
for him to net him there.
It's a lot of moving about from these supports.
Yeah, just looking to see if they can get in position to get the 6-minute rune smoke out for Kuro too. And Matu is getting space up top. There's Jarex once again showing mid, making sure that Miracle is kept away from the wave so they can allow the chance for Topson to catch back up in farm. And he is even in CS. Those last few rotations over towards the
That's a very interesting build, by the way. 3 in Concussive Shot and 3 in Arcane Vault on that Skyrat. That's a whole ton of damage that you can spam out, basically, as you can see. And it's gonna hurt so much now with 3 null talismans. No silence, though.
No silence. He is now, yeah, he's slightly ahead on net worth, so that kill made all the difference. Gotta be careful for GH.
You have to be careful if you're Miracle, by the way. You're on 50% HP. That's like 2 Arcane Bolts and a Concussive Shot.
And another worry there for OG is that Matuma Man gets his Midas 6 minutes in. This is a very quick Midas timing for him. The farm is going to be rolling in for the lifesteal of this game.
Yeah, and we know what happens when he gets that early Midas. That's Radiance even faster.
You know what else
That's
is
Manta.
rolling in? Tiny on mid. Is rolling in, coming in.
Well, they are going to try and make a bit of a go onto Miracle, and with the toss back, they should have him. They've got the match for damage from Topson, and again, Jarex making big moves to the mid lane, making sure that Topson gets his game back on track, and Miracle's game is just knocked off course.
I mean, you need Topson. You need him to just go out of control.
Yeah.
It's not only that it's strategically beneficial to you, it's how the hero works. If you don't have a lot of farm early on Skyrat, you feel like a support, basically. After the laning stage, you do nothing. Yeah,
right? You can do the same amount as a support if you don't have that head start.
Yeah, if you don't have the items and the levels, definitely.
The battle of supports here near the Dire Shrine. And Jarex is moving back. Nobody dies. Can you... Oh!
Let's get the toss onto GH, getting the Avalanche 2, but not enough control relief to allow IOTW to get in and do damage with the 3
I think he was just saving himself there. It's more about...
Toss him away.
Yeah, just tossing him away, that's all.
Yeah, you have him. In this room.
Yeah, SF has been relegated to the jungle, sadly for him, as these 4 null talismans are done.
Yep.
You can't really, like, that's way too much damage. Oh, 5 actually, I'm sorry. And honestly, you know what? Like, this looks funny, but
That's
this
the way
is
to
the
play
build.
it.
Honestly,
It
this
is the way to
build.
play when you play Sky.
Even when you're a support, that
Yeah.
build can be so good for you.
Yeah.
In the meantime, though, there's one ticking time bomb that is on the top lane. Batumman just farming away on his lifestealer. So is Seb on his Darkseer. Maybe a little bit more scary for the on the lifestealer though. Gets that Midas early on and just having the entire lane to himself. Oh, Thompson. Are they hunting for him? Or they're just in the jungle? They're just in the jungle.
Yeah, no, they're just focusing.
Is he gonna go for 6 null talismans? He doesn't look that
I
way.
don't think so. I don't know about the 6
But
mils.
you know what they say,
That's
if you
too
go
far.
5, you have to go 6, man, come on. Like, if he buys boots, he's actually betraying the one true item.
That's true. We'll ruin the feng shui of his inventory. There's a miracle. Now moving up towards top. No-Tail and Thompson actually coming up here as well to see if they can ever go on to Matumba Man. Not really a kill that they can take for, and...
Was that Dominator or was that Enchantress? I didn't see. Does he have Dominator even?
I don't think he does yet.
He doesn't.
No, he's going.
He actually
he's
went
got the
back.
Greaves.
He's not even going for Dominator, yeah.
Oh, they'll find GH, or will they? He's going to go for the stomp. Can get himself back towards the shrine. And now they're going to look to try and turn this one, Liquid. They're bringing in the backup. Jarrett goes in the front lines, tosses back the creep. Seb surging away. Matsu's trying to see if he can get his hands on any of the targets. He's trying to find No-Tail, has the open wounds. Miracle actually getting beaten down here as he backs off, pops stick charges, turns with the raises. He's still alive for now. Jarrett is there though with the toss, and Miracle's dead. They'll get the SF, and they won't lose anybody themselves, OG.
What a messy fight, though.
Very messy. I actually expected them to have to go back. It's a shrine fight. Nyx is rotating in from top lane.
Nyx? No. Matsuma was like, well, what are you all doing here, top? I'm farming bottom now.
Yeah, he just went out.
He just left. He was like, don't have any of this people shit.
What?
He just wants to hit creeps.
Yeah.
Look at him.
I mean, do you imagine he will still go for the phase Radiance, or does he want to get like an armlet this game so he can just run at heroes like the Sky?
I mean, it wouldn't be bad.
Yeah.
But I think he needs that Manta as well. That's the thing. And if he's going Radiance, he can get that Manta.
Yeah, it's
makes
similar.
sense.
It's got the same build as we saw earlier.
I mean, it's good. It's alright. The same way it works versus PA, it can work versus Troll. As long as you're ahead. If you're behind, that item build is so trashy, it feels off. It feels like your timing isn't it, and then instantly it doesn't feel nearly as strong.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So 2 games in a row now, OG doing good on the lanes.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And Liquid left to delay the game. Ooh.
Look at the stomp off and the doom as Thompson's caught on the front lines. He's out. And Seb,
Is under attack.
I don't know if he can get away from this one.
Yes, back up.
He does have No-Tail and RTW around, and maybe with them here they can try and turn something. Miracle comes through with the raises. Seb getting bursted low. He's surging away. Will get out. Seb will survive, but they'll actually get a bigger kill. They get RTW. Kuro is able to get on top of him, and that is a dead troll.
You lost LTW. You also lost the Skyrat in that fight.
Yeah.
That's really bad for you. This is the weak point of Skyrat. If he has no one in front of him, he just dies.
Yeah.
As you said, that Lifestealer pops Rage,
Yeah.
and you're done. There's nothing you can do about it. You need some Force Staffs or something. You need some mobility.
Well, back to being even then. Jinxed them.
I think an even game is definitely a favoured game for Liquid with this lifesteal Matumba Man farming the way he is. And that, as we keep saying, OG were relying on the Skyra to have a dominant start to the game. And that has not been the case. Sure, he's still level with the net worth of the SF, but it's a game where this core Sky is in a match against a core lifestealer, and the Sky's effectiveness is going to fall off.
Of course, once those BKBs are up, perhaps the SF and maybe this Doom, because I don't see Lifestealer buying it. You're gonna fall off even harder, and you won't be able to actually influence these fights in any significant way. You're gonna be able to blow up these supports, but that's about it. He does have 5-0 talismans, though.
He
Have to
does.
respect
But,
the talismans.
I mean, it's the correct build.
Look at the damage, even on a tanky Doom. Like, that's half of his pool just gone. And that's about it that he can do.
And Matty being super smart with the areas that he's finding to farm it. As he's 2,500 into the relic.
Dire's middle tower
He's
is under
certainly on track to hit top tier Midas Radiance timing this game once again.
Radiant's top tower.
The wraparound is there. They will find mind control. OG move over as a unit. The full 5 of them actually around this middle lane.
This is the time for them to strike. You can't wait for Nike's Radiance, obviously. You know that he has no items whatsoever. He has a Midas and that's it. If you wait for that Radiance, it's definitely strategically not the right option. So just go and take those towers while you still can, because they're going to be the ones that are be looking for a fight after that Radi is up.
Dire's middle tower has
Yeah,
fallen.
take these objectives whilst you know you're always going to have a numbers advantage. And let's see how much they want to try and push for more.
Wow,
But-
is this a high ground push?
Looks
All right,
like it, yeah.
they're
Why
definitely
not?
taking my advice to heart. This is
They don't really have the strongest push lineup, though. I mean, they got the troll, but the troll kind of likes it when there's nobody else around.
yeah, they don't really have a lot either, and pushing high ground is very difficult versus ET Witch Doctor. They have all the vision that's necessary to start the fight properly. So yeah, I'm happy that they backed off.
Yeah.
But you have to see though, like even the Darkseer went for Greaves, so they literally all went into this mid-game potential, right? You have the Troll that's super strong, he didn't go Battle Fury. You have the Skyrat, and whatever he goes, this is his peak timing, right? And then you have the Greaves on Darkseer instead of something like Dominator or Midas. So this is basically where they have to break the game in their favor. They aren't truly doing it though, and because of that, it does look a little bit scary.
I mean, can they after that fight in the Dire jungle? I feel like
I mean, they can with a good pick-off, like the one on Doom. They definitely do have what it takes. Doom also went for Midas, remember?
Yeah.
So Liquid are
gearing up
definitely
for late game.
they're gearing up for late game. But right now there isn't a whole lot they can do. Maybe with a proper fight in which they have vision advantage, or when OG is doing something very aggressive like this rush. But are they even fighting this? Do they even wanna commit? They have ET to delay it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, yeah, it might be just that. You know, just sort of trying to slow it down a little bit because, yeah, Liquid, you know, their strength's not now. They're still gearing up towards later. They'll try with the Earth, but let's see if they get lucky in terms of maybe finding the kill on it. But it won't be the case as OG get Roshan and get the Aegis for ILTW. Now moving into the jungle, they've found Kuroki. Kuroki should force the nukes here off the Skyraf with those 5-0 tallies. He is out of it, and GH as well, also being chased. Jerax, ILTW, and No-Tail hot on top of him.
This is all space, even now when you get him. It's a great kill, sure. It's not the kill that you need.
No.
Matumba, he
He's-
got that relic.
And he's taking a tier 2
Oh.
tower too.
oh, can they take him down? Nice.
Rage TP, nothing to do with that.
Maybe if Thompson had silence there, then he can't rage out. Oh, what? There are these creeps over here.
Nice stack.
Yeah, nice
Juicy
stack
stack for mind
yeah.
control. He'll take it. Easy.
Yeah. What is this
Shadow
going for?
Blade.
He's got Shadow Blade
He has a
complete.
Shadow Blade.
Yeah.
All right.
Complete. And a double damage rune in his pocket.
Shadow Blade definitely a very aggressive item. I actually expected an early BKB. Oh, he's going Kayayashi.
Yeah, Kayayasha.
All right, so this is one of those builds that's supposed to take them off guard, like to just use Shadow Blade ulti on someone, perhaps Thompson the best target possible, he instantly dies.
Yeah, if he gets the Shadow Blade a hit in a couple of races, the Scarf's just going to fall over.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Good words from OG though, and the blink on Tiny. They're gonna go for this tier 2 afterwards.
I think they have the Aegis. They've got to try and force as much as they can with this.
Skyrat is going for Axe, so no talismans into Axe. The only problem with this build is he has no mana regen whatsoever, so he's basically, I go in a fight, I do everything that I can, and I have to go base basically, or someone clarities me. There's nothing.
Well,
Something
he is
else.
carrying
He is carrying,
clarities
yeah.
almost all the time.
All right, so that's the plan. Smart boy, TI winner right there.
Yeah. He's got some Greaves on the side of the Darkseer as well that will help out a little bit.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures
Pushes
are
on. Looks like Liquid is gathering up as well, though.
I mean, they have
on
the
their
Radiance
way.
now on the Lifestealer, so
Yeah, they're on their way. They're
They-
looking to cut them off.
see what angle they can get in with the smoke.
Dire's bottom
Kuro
tower
leading this
is under
charge.
attack.
Zoji, they are spread out in an attempt to sort of catch any sort of smoke movement. As now, one another will find them. GH tries to head in from the front lines, but already they're going straight on top of him. He does get the stomp out, getting the sleep onto the two of them. Thompson, he's been found though. The Shadow Blade from SF catching Thompson off guard as Thompson is taken down. The Doom is out as well as the cast bounces between the two of them. Thompson's buying back, but the rest of OG is just falling bit by bit. ILTW's popping the ult, will survive for a little bit, but now he's gone. The Aegis will give him a second chance, but the rest of OG fall. The timing there actually a little bit off with the ult, but it doesn't seem to matter as the ILTW has no help around him, and this is what Liquid were building towards. This timing, they have the Radiance.
And
This is where their game
And this
begins.
is-
He's
no
brought
mobility, he's
back,
dead.
He just died back.
He just dies.
and this game is looking rough. This is, I mean, this is, as you say, you could feel this building up for the whole of the beginning of this game. Sure, net worth was even, OG were getting some objectives, but their draft, their lineup, it needed to do much more than it did. It didn't, and now the game has the potential to fall apart very quickly for OG.
GH bought back for this as well. He's ready to barrel down mid. I mean, at this point, OG missed their timing. They missed their window. They needed Thompson to do better in mid earlier on. They needed the lanes to go better, and as you said, it was even, but it shouldn't have been for them.
Yeah, they wanted much more from that start, OG, and now the game becomes very, very difficult for them.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Mid lane Seb steps forward, Cask out, as well as the Maledict. Mataman's going to look to try and chase a bit with the Rage, but Seb puts the mech and move back up. Liquid respecting this,
wall.
start a retreat. They do get the vacuum onto 3. Already with the Infest, Matu's going to hide himself deep inside the warm body of Mind Control.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
As
attack.
he'll
Lovely.
be fine, nice and cozy. Lots of space in there, you know, Doom's pretty big.
The body and soul.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
As at this point, OG, I mean, their best play really is they've got to catch them out one by one. If they can maybe make a smoke play, find the Lifestealer with this Ancient Seal, silence, and blow him up. But it really is. The difficulty for this, to win this game for OG has just stepped up tenfold now.
Radiant are scared.
Their lineup does not play well from behind.
I don't know what you can do, honestly. It's very problematic.
Yeah. I think what we said earlier that, you know, this Skywrath mage at this point does almost the same as a support Skywrath.
Yeah,
That's where
that's
we've
it.
landed right now.
That's it. I mean, you go
That's
for
where we
this
are.
super greedy build, no talismans into Aghanims. I mean, honestly, someone is gonna get to you,
Yeah.
and then you're just a pigeon. You're gonna fall. I mean, you aren't gonna do anything. It's
Shadow Fiend, but that's-
aggressively, it's great, but there's a reason why people buy 4-stars BKBs. It's like
Shadowfiend can get to you every time with the Shadow
exactly,
Blade.
yeah. If he gets on top of you, you're done.
Lifestealer can just run at you with this rage. And does Doom have a blink?
Just kill him, lol.
Yeah, sure. Just kill him. Oh, almost.
Oh yeah, now with the Manta style,
All right. So what do you do? What do you do if
he's
you are
invincible.
OG? First and foremost, you
just
need
smoke.
some force.
You gotta just smoke.
You need some forces. Your vacuum wall is
Yeah.
really good versus Nyx because you're gonna have a radiance of your own, right? You're tiny. I guess you can jump, blow up SF or Witch Doctor with the Skywrath, so you have some combos. And your troll eventually is a troll that is a good hero versus Nyx, so you have that going for you. You just have to get those items. You have to get those items that you're building for. But honestly, Skywrath is going for Axe. I don't see how much that's gonna help them.
No.
That's a problem.
And
He might just walk here.
Uh-oh.
Radiant's middle tower
Oh.
is under attack.
Oh,
Down.
he needed one more hit.
He did.
Yeah. So it's good from. I mean, top. I got you. I'm still gonna lose, but. I mean, he read that perfectly. He ported out before he got any of the creeps, so he knew what was going on.
Radiant's top
At this point, I
tower is
kind of
under
feel like
attack.
ILTW again, just like last game. He is the only true carry, and there's again a lot of pressure onto him doing well.
But
I mean,
he's too far
Not
behind.
as, yeah, he's not even as far ahead as he was last game, so he's not even ahead at all.
Last game he had pressure mounting on him, but he was also doing really well in the laning stage.
Yeah.
This game, they didn't really help him out too much. Jerax was ganking mid, and yeah, you got Miracle a couple of times, but he went into the jungle, recovered, has this sick build that I'm gonna see in my pubs every single time now on SFs. And
I mean, to be fair, I'd rather see this build in my pubs than the Greaves build.
really?
Ah, yeah. You like the Greaves build?
I mean, it depends what MMR range you're playing in.
Sure.
If you're playing in like
If you're in my MMR, you know, Greaves SF, you know, that's
it's
going to
not
be a
really
mistake.
great.
But if you've got
because no one is gonna commit.
coordination,
if you've got some coordination,
then it's
I mean,
good.
you don't have coordination anywhere, to be honest.
In any
this is
level of
better.
pubs, they're all terrible. But no, you're right. I mean, yeah, obviously for the pros, there's a reason why they go for the Greaves a lot, because they hit
in
those
pro
timings.
games, yes. In pub games, no one is going to buy these sentries. You're going to buy Shadowblade and just continue killing everyone across the map, so it's good. It's very annoying, but it's good. Now we have AC. Soon to be completed on Matu.
Yeah, she's just looking absolutely terrifying. I mean, they...
Actually, Elder Titan is building into a BKB as well, so another target that Killer Pigeon, Skyrat, is going to...
I guess he is the killer pigeon, isn't he?
Yeah, he is the Killer Pigeon. He's not going to be able to do anything to him either.
He's more like a diseased pigeon this game. I mean, he's not doing much.
Yeah, pretty much. He poops around, but
Yeah.
doesn't really contribute too much.
Occasionally can't control his anus. And just, yeah. It's a tough one for Thompson.
He knows how to back to the fountain. He can go back home.
He does. He does.
Soon he's going to have that Aghanim's and he's going to prove us all wrong.
Enchantress.
Oh, he's a dead one. Matu's on top of him.
Oh.
Quick jump on the Bambi. They do get the vacuum wall down onto 2, and that will allow them to kill the 2 supports.
Yeah. That's a nice one. Now Matuma, man, he has still got his range.
He's hard to catch,
In
though. And
5
in
seconds.
fact, he may just turn. They get the
he
Doom
will.
down onto ILTW. Matu's in. ILTW's
All
gone.
right, Thompson, it's all you.
Let's go, Thompson.
Here we go.
Get him.
Oh,
Oh,
let's go,
oh
Thompson.
no. Oh, maybe. Oh! He gets out.
Oh, he gets
The
out.
pigeon takes flight.
They basically won. Got him. I mean, this is that part of the game in which BKBs are up. You're building one. You have one on Doom. You're building one on Elder Titan. Jerax.
Hello.
He's gonna get the bout. No.
Is he dead?
Oh.
Oh! He might still be dead if he gets the raises.
I mean, he has
Run.
blinking through.
He's not blinking anywhere with that
blinking
iron on it.
Oh, Jukes, eat the tree. Take the tree. No.
No, he can't.
Almost.
Well, he tried.
Almost
and he
made it
got
out.
the rune.
Yeah, he did.
So there's that.
And he wasted some of their time. They didn't push.
I fear my presence. Rockums. This is a great addition. These
What's he building? Like
voice lines, by the
two
way.
Sages masks? He's going for Necros or something. Why does he have 2 Sages masks?
I don't know.
I have no clue.
So he can
actually.
hide the tears. Yes.
Behind the mask.
Yeah.
Masks.
Oh.
Makes
Even
sense.
with the rage, like he's not even raging it, and they can't do it. They
I mean,
can't
he's got
even
to.
tickle him.
This lifesteal is just out of control.
He's an absolute beast.
Yum yum yum. Oh,
He has Manta to work
I mean,
with, so he's
Venison
not
is really
raging.
good.
That's the thing.
oh. And they go, ready to dive, or maybe not. The Seagull comes down to the 2, and then they get the vacuum back. Mystic Flare's going to be out, but already the BKB from Mind Control lands to walk off.
Matu.
They do get the root onto Matu. Can they kill that lifesteal? They
Yeah.
can't. He's going to get inside, Kuro.
Right.
The Witch Doctor is going to carry
He's
him out
coming
a
out.
little bit.
Well,
Now,
Witch Doctor
still
might fall as well.
chasing.
Yeah, but he has Lifesteal has a raging.
Oh,
He can-
they got him! They killed the Lifestealer.
Did he mess up?
No, it's Aghanim's. He silenced him, and I guess it is, right? That's how it works. Or did he mess up?
He got it. He jumped out and he just got
He
instant
got
silence.
silenced. He
Yeah.
got silenced.
Yeah, and they lost Mind Control as well.
Okay.
There you go.
Wow.
Thompson.
Aghanims. I told you.
Wow.
Don't question the Thompson build.
Thompson.
Specifically told you.
Just casually killing a lifestealer,
No, look at
double
that
your
damage,
net worth.
honestly. Yeah, look at
Yeah.
that damage. They really... I
rely
think,
on him doing
first and
well.
foremost, they played that fight really well, but Liquid, they let themselves go a little bit. They went like... They didn't really... They didn't enter that fight properly at all. Like, Naik's just wasting his rage
Right.
for Enchantress.
And now OG's got the Aegis.
Yeah, it still feels like delay of execution for me though. Also,
You have cheese on the Skyrat mage
Yeah.
now as well.
they do.
Need to stop calling him Pigeon.
Pigeon. More
Just
like,
wanna call him
it's more
Pigeon
like
all
an
the time.
eagle.
And now he's
Huh?
Soaring eagle.
I would say falcon for now.
I'd say albatross.
Albatross.
You know, it's the biggest bird.
They
right?
killed the albatross a few times.
I did.
It's bad luck, right?
Is albatross the biggest bird in the world?
No, isn't that a sea buzzard type of thing?
There is, it
albatross,
is
right?
very big. Yeah,
It's a very big
has a
bird.
very big
It is a massive bird.
wingspan. I think it has only one mate in its life or something like that as well.
Oh, it doesn't just breed around.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
There's
right.
one bird that always has one mate.
That's a swan.
Oh.
No, not swan.
Swan also does. Swan mates
Swan
fly.
also, perhaps, yeah, but this one bird that they just fly around the
Yeah.
world and then they meet up somewhere.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
a very romantic bird.
Then they go on their own way
Yeah,
again. It's truly romantic, actually.
yeah. They taste really nice too. Actually, I don't know if you can eat albatross. Probably not.
You can do whatever you want, man.
The largest bird is an ostrich.
Ostriches.
Yeah.
Ah, there you go. So he's an ostrich.
Yeah, but
And
Yeah,
after
this
that,
flying one.
But that's in terms. Well, that's large because it's tall, right?
Yeah.
Like, how are
What
we
about these-
defining large?
The wingspan.
The
Which one has the
wingspan. I mean, that's albatross.
but
then.
apparently
Wingspan's
domestic
albatross,
wild
right?
turkey is still bigger than the thing. And the great bustard is 12. I don't
Buzzard?
know why. No,
Buzzard?
it says
Buzzard?
bustard.
Buzzard?
What did you call me?
Why did you call
The Great Busted. All right, so wait, Thompson the Busted.
The albatross, the wandering albatross, is 15th
The albatross is 15th in what, in size?
in size. Largest living birds.
Ostrich,
Ostrich?
Somali ostrich, southern cassowary.
Cassowary is like
What's a
an ostrich.
cassowary?
It looks like an ostrich.
Oh.
Look, it's these.
Oh, yeah. I see
Oh,
what you're
that's
saying.
pretty sick.
That doesn't fly, does it?
No, it doesn't.
No, I don't
fly.
know,
But
does that-
they can run like crazy fast.
A cassowary.
And they furry. It looks like it's furry anyway. Look.
Oh!
Boom.
Oh, they got him! Or maybe not. BKB.
BKB.
Scorched Earth, runs away. Matuma Man, he's in there on the front lines. Going straight for No-Tail. Pops the rage. No-Tail's got the nation's attendance and it will keep him alive. Matu's starting to back off. Will get rooted. He'll get himself inside the Hellbear Smasher. He's smashing. And he'll be able to disengage.
That was scary though, and that's another BKB timer lower.
Honestly, this is looking better and better for OG.
They're striking back despite being, as I say, they're in a difficult position.
There's a smoke.
They are in a-
There is a
yeah.
smoke from Liquid. They're taking this game more seriously from now on. They don't want to take any chances, but they are smoking into Aegis.
Oh,
And they're smoking into Seb.
and they've got him.
Yeah.
No wasting around. They'll pop the Doom down. Guaranteed kill on Seb.
There's a double damage on the bottom lane.
Yeah, well,
You can let Troll
Troll's
take
coming
it.
to take it, yeah.
And he's nearly got the BKB RTW. So
Troll
with the
did
BKB
use
he can
his
get him.
teleport to get there though.
I think you wait for the BKB anyway.
Yeah, you don't want to get him before
Tiny
BKB.
gives you bottle that BKB, you save it up, you bottle that double damage, and you save it up for when you have BKB. If you could bottle a BKB, that would be a nice rune.
Bottle of BKB.
Yeah, a rune of a rune that gives you.
Don't
like,
give them
magic
any
immunity.
ideas.
Radiant's middle tower
You know what
is
they're
under
like.
attack.
They like adding the broken things. Miracle. He's got a gun.
Middle tower has
He's got that
fallen.
E-blade ready to shoot some fools. Blast them with the magical power of ethereality.
Jarex has got a force staff available in case he gets jumped.
Oh.
Oh, he is the one jumping people though.
Matu's got the rage. He's going to turn straight towards Jarak. See if he can finish off that Tiny with the storm out from JH. They'll certainly find him. No-Tail getting nuked by the E-Blade. Maledict's upon him with the Infest magical damage. They'll burst him. There's the second one dead for the side of OG. Silence comes out to the two of them. RTW trying his best to fight with the DD and with the BKB. He's onto Matuma Man. Matuma Man stars himself out of the route. They're still chasing here with the Troll. Ursprint is going to come out. In fact, RTW, he's in trouble. They'll turn with the razors. He's gone. They'll pop
get
the
it twice.
Aegis. See if they can set up for another. The vacuum wall comes down onto the two of them. The Witch Doctor is out.
There's no
Kuro's dead.
BKBs. They need to run.
Yeah, they need to chase.
Oh, nice.
Nice surge.
Maybe
coming
RTW
out.
can still find Miracle.
Yules slows them down. Is it enough? There's going to be another surge soon.
Nah,
But
they
they're
not
won't
gonna go.
chase. That was a really good stomp.
all started because Jarek's toss life.
Yeah, that Jarex toss, he even
He
apologized.
said sorry,
yeah,
yeah.
he said sorry.
Whoops,
That definitely wasn't the play, especially because you had. I think
mean, Seb
Darkseer
was
was
still
dead.
dead.
Yeah, Darkseer was dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
they saw Miracle in it.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Vacuum interrupts TP.
He's dead.
He's gone. Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Big catch there for OG.
No buyback, 80 seconds. Can they do something?
It's still hard. I mean, but OG, I mean, this is sort of classic. This is sort of the TI magic from OG. In a game where they're behind, they have a lineup that shouldn't work. They're somehow making things happen. Sure, they haven't quite made the comeback, but they're throwing Liquid off guard. They're getting these pickoffs, and they're making Liquid have to step up their game.
Perhaps with this smoke, they can make something happen. Let's see, who are they gonna find around here? There's a Nyx. No, they're all hiding. They shouldn't be able to kill anyone.
Here we go. Looking at the mid lane. Where can OG go for the play? They know, Liquid, they're playing it safe. Frost Miracle's dead. They're all on the high ground.
They're just hiding.
Yeah, not wanting to make any misplays whilst they're only 4 against the 5 of OG. That was Matsu. They're starting to head out with mind control. They found themselves a ball and the Frost Magi. There's a surge forward on ILTW.
They have Lincolns on him as well, which is really helpful versus the Doom.
Yeah.
Versus everything, actually.
Matu is going to look towards Seb. They get the Doom down. With the Rage Pot, they're going to try and chase for him. Does get forced back. Can they still have the damage to get him off? They've got the nuke damage with the E-Blade to blow up the Enchantress, and that's going to be Seb gone as well. ILTW is trying to turn and fight with the ult, but there's 2 dead on OG. No one left to save ILTW. That is 3 dead without buyback. Jerax gets a blink out in time.
You have no buybacks, though.
And bottom lane is pushing in.
Yeah, you instantly just go bottom if you're Liquid. Hey, it's a problem if your biggest utility, that's Darkseer, if he gets domed. I think that's the biggest issue for you.
Yeah.
If Troll gets doomed, you can surge him. If Darkseer dies, you can't do anything. You don't have Crimson, you don't have control in that vacuum wall. You basically have no team fight whatsoever once Darkseer is dead.
And this is going to be some painful structural damage against OG as Liquid take the full set bottom, moving towards the mid. All tier 2s are gone. They may even just be able to go for the Megas here.
They can go for Megas here, yeah. You have 20 seconds until Ench is up. 25 for Darkseer. You definitely can.
And as we saw in OG, they had some nice plays from behind, but at the end of the day, this is Liquid getting the game back on track the way it looked to play out with their draft and optimization. Thompson gets bursted. Will buy back, and they will have the 5-man back up, but 2 sets of racks down. The 3rd rack's beginning to fall as well.
They need to start the fight right now. They're all up. They have to fight.
Let's see what they can do. BKB's been popped by mind control. Matuma just going straight in towards Thompson. Thompson gets surged back by Seb. ILTW on the front. Ancient seals out to Kuroki. The ball's going to be dropped down. They're looking at Matuma with the stomp from GH. Holds back the 3 of them. GH now heading in with the BKB, ready to punch the Earth Splitters out onto all 3. ILTW is trying to hold it with the ult, but that's a dead Thompson, a dead No-Tail. He does manage to kill off Matuma though. ILTW, he's getting the kills. Mind control's gone as well. They found 2. Surge for from Seb. They're on top of Miracle. Miracle trying to get the ult out. Will find it, but the Iron Shell's ticking him down. Seb keeping on top of him. Miracle has got the movement speed though with the Yule Scepter hiding in the trees. They're searching for him and they will find him with the vacuum. So OG do kill off 3 of Liquid. I believe the range racks still alive on this top lane.
They still aren't playing versus Megas, which is kind of alright for them. It would be very good if Rosh would respawn anytime now for OG, because then they would have a chance.
Takes a while still, 2 minutes.
2 minutes, yeah. It's very unfortunate Rosh respawn for them, because they wasted all their buybacks, and Liquid, they still have them. And now in the next Rosh fight, what's gonna happen is Liquid is just gonna throw their bodies at them and then just buyback.
I like this. What's his Mask of Madness? Mask of Madness, GH, ready to punch people.
He has BKB. And that's what matters, right? And then you get that talent for the Spirit. You hit so hard in these fights, especially these heroes such as Ench and Skyrat. They have no armor. And you run in with your big briefcase. Pretty good. Another Mask of Madness actually just picked up, wasn't it?
No, I was going to say, I don't think he meant to build that.
Yeah,
he's trying to get
MKB. MKB actually now. All right. Who has for the Radiance? Yeah, for the Radiance makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, we saw like that last fight. LTW did do a lot. Like he does hurt if he can get on top and get the stacks built up. But the question is if it is just a little too late, as the amount of damage OG's taken to the base is pretty significant.
Yeah.
And Matu's still just reigning supreme this game on his life stealer. 10k ahead
Are scanning.
of the farm of ILTW.
They're delaying the game, OG is, but
Yeah.
for what, really?
Can they really swing it
Yeah,
around?
for what?
Yeah. It's gonna be a tough one. They do look like they want to fight right now. They have teleport to Shrine. They look like they're gonna smoke.
It's around this Roche time, so it would be the time that...
Did they smoke up? No?
Not yet.
No,
Not yet. Not yet.
You need to ward around the Roche pit, take a favorable fight right now. If you manage to, you might just sneak that Roche, but so difficult. You're playing versus a team that has full buybacks. Well, not everyone, SF doesn't. But your Doom and the Nikes do. Oh, they're the ones that smoke. It's so much easier for Liquid to take Roche as well.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to deal with that other Titan Spirit. Well, if you are OG, you sneak into the pit, what, the Titan just sends that Spirit, scouts
it's
you out,
hard.
you're done.
I mean, as we said at the start, OG, they don't really have a team fight. It's Darkseer alone.
Darkseer and what? Like,
Avalanche,
Darkseer
that's it.
Ball, and then you have Aghanims with the double ult from Thompson.
Oh, does he have
More?
any ways to save him? Needs Jarek to buy.
There's a lot around, and the Thompson's going to be fine. Now they're going to try and turn. BKB's popped by Mind Control as he backs away. ILTW trying to commit with his own BKB. Mind Control gets the blink off. ILTW is on top of Matuma Man. He's getting the stacks built up with the E-Blade, and Raises just burst down
gone.
ILTW. Getting
No
outplayed
buyback.
there by Miracle. No buyback indeed. No tail. Sent up in the air. One more raise should finish him off. Miracle picks up the double kill. Stomp sets up for more from GH as Matuma Man's diving into the base. He's got his eyes on the course. Won't get quite close enough to Thompson before the rage falls off. He'll turn back towards the easy objective of the range racks.
That's Megas.
That's game.
And that is 2 dead without buyback. The toss back onto Seb to keep him in the fountain. Can they really hold 3 versus 5?
It's very hard.
It's impossible.
As Liquid taking tier 4s. They get the silence, they get a 3-man vacuum wall. As you know, well, just a vacuum. Even if a wall was there, wouldn't really do too much at this point as Matu rages. Just pressuring OG back into the fountain, making the space for Liquid to hit onto the Ancient. As OG haven't quite tapped out, but they certainly will do shortly as we'll use the fortification. There's no trail for 20 seconds. Doom comes out. Thompson is dead. No buyback for him. GG is called. And Liquid will take the series 2-0.
2-0. And that means Liquid is starting in the upper bracket of the playoffs. Doesn't necessarily mean that OG isn't, though, because OG will be just dropped down to the lower bracket and has a chance to still face either Alliance or Real Deal. Whoever comes out successful on that matchup, which is happening after this one.
OG definitely fought until the bitter end, honestly. And they even had like some hope after that.
I mean, we saw they were able to get some fights out.
To be
even though they're
honest,
behind.
when Thompson didn't dominate mid, we kind of
that
knew
was
which
the
way
we all
it was
predicted
heading,
it,
right?
yeah.
Like the fact that Miracle was just even in CS in the first few waves, that's a problem. He's playing SF against a against a Skyrat. It shouldn't happen.
Then Jarex had to come mid to help out, but by that time it's already too late, and you're sacrificing too much bottom to.
And Matsumba, he had just a
just the
perfect
easiest
laning
game.
stage, like minute 5, I think Midas, something like that, into minute 14, Radiance 13.
It's sometimes the risk that we see you get punished when teams do this thing where, like, Seb goes to the top lane as Darkseer and he's cutting the creeps, he's getting farm for himself.
But so is Knights.
No pressure is on the Lifestealer. Matu doesn't mind farming underneath the tower. He can make the pulls.
They tried using that Tiny to pressure the Nikes, but at the same time, if you're doing that, Liquid realizes what's happening and they put 3 versus a Troll. 3 people versus the Troll, and then that Troll is suffering. So it's all just strategical games in which Liquid came out on top.
Yeah. Indeed.
And you get a point,
give me a point.
I'm going to give you a small point.
Give me a small point.
You get a small point. You get half of a point
Easy.
here.
I did half a point. Easy prediction.
All right,
also,
you
at the
get
same
the
time, the other upper bracket finals is still going on, but it is tied.
What's the score?
1-1.
1-1
Secret
between.
nip.
Okay.
And there is a third game that either has just started or is about to start or something
So I guess
like that.
we're going to hop into that next.
I don't know what production has in store for us. So we have to wait and find out. But But what I will know, we are gonna actually. I know what's in store. We are gonna watch Alliance versus The Real Deal, which is happening in the lower bracket of Group B. So Secret Nip will be. It probably is in Game 3 right now. You'll be able to find that in the Beyond Summit stream. Probably still with Killer Pigeon and a house.
The true Killer Pigeon.
But the true Killer Pigeon. But don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure. But we will stick with Group B.
Okay.
Real Deal. They were able to take a game off Liquid where OG couldn't. So who knows what they can do against Alliance. Alliance, of course, dropping 0-2 against OG earlier. We will first have a break regardless, and we'll see you afterwards.